to Esther Delgado. She is County Court at Law Number 2's official court reporter. All persons in this session, as well as the public, are admonished to not and shall not record these proceedings. All counsel and persons in this session are reminded to exercise proper courtroom decorum and attire at all times. For those who have elected and are being permitted to appear via Zoom, just so you know, we are operating hybrid. So that means I have people in the courtroom as well as those who, again, are being permitted to appear via Zoom. Via Zoom, you cannot be in a vehicle. If you find yourself in a vehicle, you have two choices. One, get out of the vehicle, find a quiet place so that you may participate. Two, you can drive on down to County Court at Law Number 2, located at 300 De La Rosa, San Antonio, Texas, 78205, and you can participate in person. Those are the two choices that you have if you find yourself in the vehicle. Your name must be displayed, first name and last name. Not your device's name, not your nickname, but your first name and your last name. You must appear. The people in the courtroom, I can see them, they have their video on and in good lighting. So you must have your video on whenever the court is addressing you or you're addressing the court, and you must be in good lighting so that I can see you clearly. Please place your device on a flat surface, place yourself in the center of it, in the frame there, and then refrain from moving. If you are in a vehicle, your name is not displayed, first name, last name, and you do not have your video on or in proper lighting, I will not recognize you when I start calling the docket. I will tell you that I'm not recognizing you and the reason why, and give you an opportunity to fix it. And you can, and then I will recognize you when I ask for you to, when I ask again, and I will mark you as late. So again, I've told you the cure or fix for the vehicle. If your name is not displayed, you can look at your frame, see yourself. There is hover, take your mouse and hover over yourself. And you will see three red dots. Excuse me, not three red dots. They're just three dots. You can click on that, and one of the options that it will give you is to rename yourself. There's a chat feature with this Zoom. Please do not use that without my permission. You can, with one exception, you can chat to the deputy, Deputy Hunter. And he is the bailiff for today. And he monitors the comings and goings out of the courtroom and as well as the Zoom session. So you can chat to him if you need to go to the bathroom, do something that just so that I know, he knows, and he'll be able to inform me as to your absence if I call your name and you do not respond right away. Also, for those in the courtroom, please make sure that you let the deputy know if you have to step out for any reason. There'll be no chewing gum, eating, drinking, smoking, or vaping while on Zoom. If you cannot do it in the courtroom, you cannot do it in Zoom. You cannot leave for the day, the court, without the specific permission to, or excuse to leave. Otherwise, you might subject yourself to a warrant being issued for your arrest. Now, how we're going to proceed today is I will call the docket. That means I will call the defendants in this case. If I mispronounce your name, please make sure to correct me so that I may make my best effort to pronounce your name correctly. When I call your name, please, if you're in the courtroom, stand up, remain standing, and I will ask you, is this person your attorney? All I need is a yes or no. If you are on Zoom, please unmute, remain unmuted until I ask you who your attorney is, ascertain who your attorney is, and then you can sit down or mute yourself again. All I need for you to know is when I ask you, just tell me yes or no when I ask you about your attorney. If I see that you do not have an attorney, I will ask whether you need a time to hire or do you need to apply for a court-appointed attorney. If you need to apply for a court-appointed attorney and you are on Zoom, I'll excuse you so that you can come down to county court at law number 2 and make that application. If you're here in the courtroom and you need a court-appointed attorney, we'll go ahead and get that process started. So respond here or present. If your attorney responds for you, I will still need to hear from you because we're on record. I need to hear from you in order to check you in, and as well, I will check your attorney in as being here. If you're counsel's attorneys, please, as you respond, let me know if you're going to need to confer with the ADAs, and we will make a note of that so that it will expedite our movement of you to get that started. So after I finish calling the docket, then I will move the attorneys who need to confer with the ADA. And then I will come back and I will start the business of the court, addressing individual issues as they arise. Also, just so that you know, I expect your posture to be sitting up. The folks in the courtroom are sitting up. Any violations of these instructions are subject to contempt of court. Deputy, I'm going to start calling the docket at this time. Anybody walks in, please go ahead and you know where to place them. And then please let me know if anybody comes in on Zoom late. Today is Thursday and it's the 8th of December 2022. I am looking for the following people. John Yelverton, John Keith Yelverton. Mark has failure to appear, potential. Mark Guerrero, Mark Stephen Guerrero.
He's present with counsel, Your Honor.
Unmute and respond.
Your Honor, sorry, he's present with counsel.
Alrighty, I have Jason Goss as the attorney of record. You are?
Gary Hillier, judge for Mr. Goss.
Okay, counsel, I appreciate you being here, but I still need to hear from the defendant. If he does not know how to use Zoom, then he'll need to go ahead and come in person. Mark Stephen Guerrero. I mark him temporary failure to appear. Counsel, let me know when he is situated. Okay. Araceli Moreland. Araceli Carmen Moreland. You need to respond. What? Is your attorney Abel Dominguez? Okay, very good. Thank you for being here. We'll go ahead and wait for your attorney. Okay, folks, I need for you to be audible. I need for you to respond here or present. Please know how to unmute and do so. So Sherwin Edwards. Sherwin Edwards. Good morning, Mr. Edwards. Is your attorney Abel Dominguez? Very good. We'll go ahead and wait for him. Thank you for being here, sir. Jorge Ramirez. Jorge Abraham Ramirez. Marcus, failure to appear. Jacob Rodriguez. Jacob Brian Rodriguez. Marcus, failure to appear. Esquivel Cano. Esquivel Cano.
Here.
Present with
Good
counsel, Your Honor.
morning, Mr. Cano. Your attorney is Gary Hillier?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty, and he's here. Thank you both for being here. Appreciate it. Jeffrey Ramirez. Jeffrey Ramirez.
Client is present, Your Honor. Or sorry, counsel is present, Your Honor. According to the email, if it's a pretrial conference setting, the defendant does not need to appear.
Thank you, counsel. I have Sean Brown as the attorney of record.
Correct, Your Honor. I work for the law office of Sean Brown. I have spoken with Ms. Ling Han in regards to a plea agreement. I would just like to have a date set for next week to do that.
Okay, and you're John Gomez. Thank you, counsel. I will be right back to deal with the business of the day. Thank you for being here. Robert Peterson, Robert Charles Peterson.
Here, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Peterson. Is your attorney Eric Hernandez?
That's correct, ma'am.
We'll go ahead and wait for him. Thank you for being here, sir. Ricardo Cadena. Ricardo, looks like Fernando.
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Good morning, Mr. Cadena.
Good
Is your
morning.
attorney Joanne? Morning. Is your attorney Joanne Echo?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. We'll go ahead and wait for her. Thank you for being here, sir. Christopher Lopez. Christopher Denix Lopez.
Present, Your Honor,
And where are you?
on Zoom.
There you are, sir. Thank you very much. Is your attorney Joanne Echo?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Appreciate you being here. We'll go ahead and wait for her. Claudia Barros. Claudia Maribel Barros. Okay, Marcus, potential failure to appear. Matthew Metzler. Matthew Robert Metzler.
Present, ma'am.
There you are, sir. Thank you very much for being here. Your attorney is Ivan Barrera.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Thank you. Good morning, sir. Thank you very, very much for being here. Carissa Galvan. Carissa Eileen Galvan.
Present, Judge.
Okay. Marcus, potential failure to appear. I cannot hear.
Oh, present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, you're here. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Your attorney is Ivan Barrera.
Yes, ma'am.
Very
Yes,
good. We'll go
ma'am.
ahead and wait. Oh, he's here already. I'm so sorry. He's here. Okay. Thank you. Jamel Naf. Jamel Kiran Naf.
Present, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Your
Good morning.
attorney is Ivan Barrera,
Yes, ma'am.
and he's here. Thank you. Griselda Rodriguez. Griselda Rodriguez.
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Rodriguez. Your
Yes,
attorney is Flavio Hernandez.
And good morning, Your Honor. We filed a motion to substitute. She has retained this is Shannon Locke for Griselda Rodriguez. She's retained our office to represent her.
Okay, counsel. All right, is there anyone in the courtroom that have not called their name? Have not heard their name? Anyone? Now in the Zoom session, is there anyone in the Zoom session that I have not called their name, they have not heard their name, or I have not recognized?
Your Honor, this is Attorney Arlene Gay, and this is a pretrial conference setting with Kevin Hernandez, and he is not on.
All righty, thank you for very much, counsel, for being here. Do you have a case number?
Yes, Your Honor, get that for you. It is 685-405. And we are an add-on.
685-405.
Yeah, we are an add-on from.
I'm sorry, what's in,
Kevin Hernandez.
thank you.
And Your Honor, when you're ready, I've already conferred with Ling about this case. It's a red folder case.
Okay. All right. Just so that you know, you're kind of coming in and out, somewhat broken, just so that you know. And it's a red file case, ma'am, you said?
Yes, it is.
Okay, very good. Anyone else that I have not recognized, have not called their name, or they have not heard their name called? Anyone else? Yes, sir. Can you unmute and? All right, that concludes the calling of the docket. Are there any, who's conferring ADA?
Good morning, Judge. This is ADA Han. I'll be conferring.
Thank you very much. Anyone that needs to go in and get to see ADA Han? Any attorneys that need to move in and confer with, that need to be moved to confer with ADA Han?
Your Honor, Ivan Barrera here. May I please speak to the state?
Okay. Please go ahead and move him. Excuse me, 2 seconds. Okay, no other attorneys need to go ahead and be moved in to talk with the ADA?
Your Honor,
Okay,
if you could-
attorney,
If you could move me in there with Ms. Han, I would appreciate it. I apologize.
okay, that's not a problem. Let's move Attorney Locke. Okay. Alrighty, I'm going to start right from the top of the docket and move down. Attorney Gary Hillier, your client, Mr. Guerrero, is having audio problems. He may need to just come down in person. So we'll discuss him afterwards, but since I have your attention, let me pull the file on call on Mr. Esquivel Cano and discuss that matter with you. I only say that, counsel, is because we've had that problem before with Mr. Guerrero, so it appears to continue.
I think he's trying to work on it, Your Honor. Our office has been in contact with him to try and coach him through it. So we'll continue to work on it, Judge.
Okay. Sorry, I do apologize. We're good. The priorities, the order I will go in, the priority is I'm going to do trial announcements first, do a trial announcement, the call docket first, then I will look at pleas, and then I will look at pretrial conference hearings, okay? And any other matters that arise. So trial announcements first. Sorry about that, Attorney Hillier. Abel Dominguez, Attorney Abel Dominguez, are you here yet? Okay. Abel Dominguez. Attorney John Fox has not checked in yet. Okay. Eric Hernandez hasn't checked in. Joy. Okay. This may be right back to you, Attorney Hillier. Okay. Attorney Beretta, you have a trial announcement on cause number 684503. State, are you ready to proceed on that one? Can you pull cause? Who? Oh, thank you. Okay. 684. Right back at you, Attorney Hillier. We're trying to get this. On clause number 677-583, sir, on Esquivel Cano. State, do you have that one pulled up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I've been conferring with Ms. Hahn, and I have an update for you if the court's ready.
Oh, you're not ready on Cano?
Well, I have an update for you, Judge.
No. I mean, you wish to go ahead and confer on Cano.
I've already conferred, Judge, with Ms. Hahn.
Not a problem. Let's go ahead and move Attorney Hillier in to go ahead and talk to ADA Hahn. State, could you pull up cause number 685405?
Yes, I have it, Your Honor.
Let us get on record on cause number 685405, State of Texas versus Kevin Alexander Hernandez. Parties, please, attorneys and attorneys only, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Arlene Gay for the defendant.
And we're here for pretrial conference hearing today, the 8th of December, 2022. This matter was originally scheduled for PTC and the 6th, but the regular PTC dates are on Thursday. So counsel, thank you for being here. Your client is excused. And state, proceed.
Your Honor, this case involves the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, and the state has not conveyed a plea offer at this time.
State, I need for you to speak up, please. It's difficult to hear.
Sorry, Your Honor. This case involves the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. The state has not conveyed a plea offer at this time.
Counsel, do you acknowledge that no plea offer has been conveyed to you?
That is correct. We still don't have the labs. This was a blood draw. And that's what I think everybody's been waiting on.
The court does notice that this is a red file. State, what is the status of that blood draw? Do you know?
Oh, sorry, Your Honor. Your Honor, looks like we still don't have it yet. So I just checked. Want to double check there.
Again, ADA, please, if you could speak, just turn up the volume there on your voice because it is difficult.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure what that background noise is. I'm sorry about that. But yes, Your Honor, looks like that analysis is still not available. I just checked and it's not in our system.
Do you know how long is running, State?
No, Your Honor. I no idea how to predict that. And we checked and we just get a response from the laboratory saying that it's pending and they'll get to it when they can, unless there's some kind of other rush or reason to rush, Your Honor. But they don't give us a timeline.
Well, just in general, how from your experience or as far as you've heard, how long is it generally just taking for the blood results to come back? Because it does change. How far backlogged are they?
Well, from what I've seen, I think it's more than a month. And I think it varies from case to case, so it's kind of difficult to even predict.
Counsel, when do you think this matter should be reset? What have you heard anything of your experience? Oh, we lost Attorney Gay. Oh, no, there she is. Counsel, you're muted.
Your Honor, I think there is a backlog, and we're just asking 60-day. That should be plenty of time for it to come back.
You're,
And
sorry, Counsel, you're having terrible connection problems.
I'm here in Comal County. That may be it, Your Honor. We're asking for 60 days, and if it's not in, then we will be seeking other relief from the court. Because this has
Already. Okay. Counsel, please email the address of the defendant and your address, email address to the court so we can get a case setting form for you, okay? And please look at your calendar and give me a date.
I will do so, Your Honor. May I be excused now?
I need a date first.
Oh, okay. February 9th, which is a Thursday.
Yes, Counsel, you're excused. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank you.
great weekend.
Happy holidays to
We're off
everybody.
record on this matter. Each. Attorney Beretta?
Yes, Judge.
Sir, are you ready to announce on Jamal Hiran Naf? That matter is set for a trial announcement
Yes, Your Honor.
already. Let us get on record. State, have you pulled up cause number 684-503?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let us get on record on cause number 684-503. The court calls the matter of the state of Texas versus Jamal Hiran Naf. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Ivan Barrera for the defense.
Jamal Hiran Naf, please unmute and respond so the court may recognize you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here. Jamal.
Alrighty. And let the record reflect that the defendant is in the court session with his attorney. We are here for a trial announcement called docket. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
State announcers ready. Defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
No, Your Honor, we've come to an agreement and we'd like to set this case for a plea.
All right, counsel, what date are we going to do a plea?
Yes, Judge. Judge, will you be available during the week of the 19th?
Most likely not. Not much is happening that last couple of weeks of December,
Understood, Your Honor. Then we will set it
unless
for,
it's the 19th.
then, yeah, yes, Judge, if we can do it December the 19th.
I'd prefer if you could do the 16th. If you could.
Judge, December the 15th will work then.
1/6,
1/5.
1/5.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, counsel, if you'll be kind enough to go ahead and tender a jury waiver, mark here that unless you've already done it.
Not yet, Your Honor.
Please, if you can get that in within the next couple, by tomorrow, that would be great. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Counsel, does the state have the defendant's email address to start the paperwork?
They do, Your Honor.
Okay, great. Alrighty, if there's nothing else, we're off record. So, counsel, thank you very much. Your client is excused. I know you have other matters in the court.
Yes, Your
Counsel, on the matter of state, if you pull up from the docket, numbers 16, 17, 18, and 19, all are Attorney Ivan Paredes cases. So let's take care of those. They all seem to be quick matters. On cause number 682-343. State, are you ready on, if you could pull up cause number 682-343, 682-901, and 902.
Yes, I have them, Your Honor.
Okay, on the matter of date of taxes versus Matthew Robert Metzler, I believe that the defendant did check in. This appears to be set for a conditional plea if the conditions for conditional dismissal were not satisfied. As state, have those conditions been satisfied? And does the state have copies of them?
Yes, Your Honor, as I understand, the defendant has e-filed those documents with the court, and the court provided copies to the state indicating the defendant's completion of an alcohol awareness course, sessions with Alcoholics Anonymous, and also contribution for community service. And as such, the state has filed a motion to dismiss for a conditional dismissal, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. All conditions preceding satisfied, and all documents were e-filed with the court.
The court is going to start sharing the court's file, screen. I believe, Mr. Metzler, can you see the court screen?
Yes, ma'am.
And counsel, you can see the court screen
Yes, Your Honor.
as well as state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Metzler, I thank you so much for going ahead and taking this matter seriously and working hard towards being able to take advantage of the state's very generous offer to you and getting this matter, getting everything completed in a timely fashion so that I may go ahead and dismiss your case. Counsel, thank you for your facilitation on behalf of your client and your advocacy in resolving this matter. The court is grateful for your representation. And state, thank you for your generous consideration of the value and contribution that Mr. Metzler makes to this community. I'm sure that he is grateful and will not cause you any problems in the future. Thank you again. You guys are excused. The matter has been dismissed. Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, thank you. You have a great Christmas, Mr. Metzler.
Yes, ma'am. You do the same.
Thanks. Is that a military uniform I see on?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
You're with what unit?
Ma'am,
Where are you? Is that U.S. Army?
U.S. Navy, Amphibious Assault Group 1.
Oh. Whoa. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for your service to the country, sir. You continue
ma'am, it's an honor.
making those great contributions. Really look forward. And thank your family for this, their sacrifice that they make in supporting you in your military career. It takes such great courage and to be able to serve this country. And thank you for doing so.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right. Even though you're Navy. You know, I had to get you on that one, sir. You're talking Army here.
It all comes back.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, have a great one.
You too. Bye-bye.
On calls numbers, State, are you ready on calls number 682-901 and 682-902?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, what are we doing with this one? Has the felony been resolved? It looks like it was.
No, Your Honor. The felony is still pending. It is still unindicted. Still no court date. So we'd ask the court for a felony pending reset for February the 8th.
Counsel, considering its holidays and all of that, and the fact that it is still unindicted from the April 4th, did you want to go just a little bit longer, maybe another 30 days?
Absolutely, Judge. We can do March 8th. That'd be great.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. Mm. Mm. What court is that felony in, sir?
Judge, that is in the 290th.
Thank you. And counsel, we have the email address for your client.
Yes, Your Honor. I just provided that this morning.
Okay, all righty. Thank you very much, counsel. Does that take care of all your cases, sir?
It does, Your Honor.
All righty, you're excused. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Likewise.
Attorney Locke?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. You,
We filed the motion to substitute on Ms. Griselda Rodriguez.
sir, is that on all the cases?
We will file, I wasn't aware of the other two, but we will file it on all the cases. Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, Two seconds, please. Let me just review this. The copies I have here have no signatures. Will we be able to take care of that? Your client has, the defendant didn't sign it?
She is here, Your Honor, and the court can inquire that she wants to have us represent her.
Proceed, counsel.
Good morning, Ms. Rodriguez. Could you please unmute?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Have you hired us, the Locke Law Group and myself, Shannon Locke, to represent you in your DWI case and the other two cases that you have pending in front of this court?
Yes, I have.
And is it your desire to have us represent you throughout these proceedings?
Correct.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, counsel, this is a DWI. I do apologize. I don't believe I called that to record. Did I call that to record? Okay, I'm sorry, let's get on record on cause number 676-387, State of Texas versus Griselda Rodriguez. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez with the state.
And Shannon Locke for Griselda Rodriguez.
Griselda Rodriguez, would you please unmute and respond so the court may recognize you?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with her attorney. Defense, proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Rodriguez, you hired our law firm, the Locke Law Group, and myself, Shannon Locke, to represent you in your current cases, in the cases that you currently have pending in front of County Court 2?
Yes.
Okay, and you want us to represent you. It is your desire to have us represent you in the 3 cases that you have pending in front of County Court 2?
Yes.
Okay, and we're going to be substituting for your prior court-appointed lawyer, Flavio Hernandez. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and that's what you want. That's what you'd ask the court to do, is grant our motion to substitute Mr. Hernandez with the Locke Law Group and myself, Shannon Locke. Is that right?
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Six, 76387. Counsel, you recognize that this matter has been long in tooth since 2021 is the for this matter of the DWI with VAC of 0.15 or higher.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Your motion is filed today to a motion to substitute counsel. There have been several appearances on this case, and this case is actually was set for trial on the 5th of December, 2022, and is set to go on the 12th. Actually, we can go ahead, and the previous counsel actually filed motions for a speedy trial, motions to set aside information for failure to afford right to speedy trial, and motion for production of witness writings and statements, which would appear to be a discovery matter. Counsel, are you ready to proceed? And that was set for hearing. Was supposed to be heard between now and tomorrow. Actually set it for tomorrow. But I did give the parties an opportunity to discuss it and see if they wanted to have it heard today. Are you ready to proceed on those motions, counsel, or
If we could
not adopting it?
If I would adopt them, Your Honor, but if we could have a little bit of just a brief continuance so that we can go over the discovery and determine what kind of prejudice Ms. Rodriguez has suffered as a result of the speedy trial or the potential speedy trial violation.
So you are going to adopt those motions?
Yes, Your Honor.
So then since they were filed on the 6th, State, you have copies of those motions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, when are you going to be ready to proceed? Tomorrow or Monday or?
So, Your Honor, is there any way we could get a couple of weeks continuance?
Counsel, as you can ascertain, this matter has been plagued with numerous continuances. So the court is quite reluctant in doing that because the pretrial conference hearing, Ms. Rodriguez has been requested for a trial on this matter. And now you have adopted the motion for speedy trial. We'd like to be able to go ahead and get the matters to trial. So
I guess they're competing interests, Your Honor. Ms. Rodriguez has the right to an attorney of her choice. She has the right to a speedy trial. Those shouldn't be mutually exclusive, and they shouldn't come at the cost of us being able to prepare adequately to assert her rights. And so what we're asking for is just a couple of weeks so that we can have enough time to go over everything and make sure that all of her rights are properly vindicated.
alrighty, counsel, as far as at least that's requesting for another continuance on this matter. And you know that even though you are being substituted and you're adopting the case as it is, that does not really, we don't start all over. It's not a redo. It's a continuance of where the state is, where the case is at. So do you wish to file your motion for continuance and we can go ahead and get that heard on Monday?
Sure. We'll do that, Your Honor.
State?
State does not oppose continuance, Your Honor.
You'll be ready to go ahead and with that, once that is filed on Monday. And on these motions. Did you guys talk about these motions and when they're going to be heard?
No, Your Honor, I thought the court schedule is for the 9th. I'm not sure what's going on now.
Defense, should we step back so that you guys can go ahead and discuss that? Because these motions don't need to be heard.
So, and the court's proposing that we do that on Monday with, along with a motion to continue?
Let me have you and the state step back and be able to go ahead and discuss that, because maybe the state is asserting some things here.
Okay.
All righty. We're off record. Let's put the defense in with the state. Hernandez. Oh, thank you. Mr. Cadena, it appears that you did not hear the court's instructions. You're muted, sir, but it appears that you did not hear the court's instruction. Attorney Locke, are you back?
I am, Your Honor. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I've
Let's go ahead
conferred
and
with,
finish up with you. Real quick, getting back on record on cause number 676-387. State of Texas versus Griselda Rodriguez. And at the time we suspended the record, state and defense needed to confer, and state,
Yes, Your Honor.
you ready to proceed?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, yes.
Defense, you ready to proceed?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All righty. State,
Your Honor, after discussion with the defense counsel, state does not oppose continuance, and if we have to have those hearings on Monday, I'll plan for that, Your Honor.
On Monday?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, did you say, okay. Defense?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Everything will be heard on Monday?
Yes, Your Honor, including a motion to continue.
Okay.
And just for the
All right.
record, the state wouldn't oppose a further continuance past Monday. They're not in opposition to that. But
Okay.
We'll go
If we
ahead
have
and
to have
hear
one.
it on Monday.
Yeah.
will that be by Zoom, Your Honor?
Yes, counsel, can be by Zoom, please.
And the court has granted my motion to substitute, Your Honor.
Yes, if you go ahead and send one that is signed by the defendant, that would be great, please, with the defendant's signature. Or she can come in and sign this one, and I will go ahead.
The only issue is, Judge, that I need to have access to the e-discovery, and I won't have that until I'm the attorney of record.
That's fine, sir. I mean, I just want one that's with her signature on it when you get a chance. Okay. Counsel, if there's nothing else, you and your client are excused. Thank you so much. See you Monday.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State, if you could go ahead and pull up cause number 678-657. That won't work. Defense, if you would just grab that one or come on up. No, the little one. Yes,
Your Honor.
sir. Yes, sir. And counsel, I believe your client checked in.
He is present, Your Honor. I see him on Zoom.
Thank you. Let us get on record on cause number 678-657, State of Texas versus Robert Charles Peterson. The court is calling the parties to approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Counsel, can you hear him?
I heard him, Your Honor. Eric Hernandez for the defendant.
We're here for trial announcement called docket. On record, state, excuse me, I'm sorry, let me recognize your client. Mr. Robert Charles Peterson, would you please unmute and respond so the court may recognize you?
Yes, Your Honor. Here.
Great. Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney, and his attorney is here in the court in person. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
State announces ready. Defense, are you ready to proceed to trial in this matter?
Your Honor, we are not ready. I have conferred with the state on Tuesday. If I may proceed.
Yes, please.
Your Honor, I have spoken with the state. I've spoken with both Mr. Hernandez and Ms. Hahn. And I've spoken with my client as well, are asking to have this case referred to the DWI court so that they can interview him for appropriate recommendations and services, rehabilitation recommendations and services. So we're asking for referral to DWI court, Your Honor.
That can be taken care of. He can go to DWI court, even if he went to trial and he's placed on probation, he can go
I
take care of that
understand, Your
in
Honor.
probation.
But before we take it to trial, we are asking for it to be referred to DWI court to see if they will accept him into their program. So we're asking for a referral to the DWI court to be, the defendant to be interviewed and see if they will accept him, Your Honor. Is that correct, Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir, yes.
And is that correct, Mr. Peterson? You're asking to be referred to DWI court?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do you have the attorney authorization form?
No, Your Honor, but if it's ready, I will sign it today. I'm present here in court. I can get whatever we need to do so that this case is not stalled.
Not a problem, counsel. Let's go ahead and get busy and get that attorney authorization form.
Will I pick it up in, is it county court one? Or is it here in the courtroom?
This is a resource guide, counsel, if you don't have a copy.
No, I have a copy. No,
Oh, okay, so that
The paperwork is available. Is it county court one that doesn't do it?
county court one does that, but counsel, it may be online. Check online.
I've got some cases there. I'll make sure that I get it signed today.
Okay, counsel, and it needs to be brought back here so that we can go ahead and get that done. I need that attorney authorization.
Before I leave, I've got cases in county court one, I've got a trial announcement 15, so I will make sure that I have all of that done before I leave the courthouse today.
Okay, counsel, when are we going to reset? You've researched this. You understand this is kind of long in tooth. We have had this set for a plea and a trial. And now we want to go ahead and refer it to DWI court. So when I need that paperwork, I need that attorney authorization today, hopefully before noon. And then counsel, I need
Your Honor, I can assure the court that as soon as I get that paperwork turned in, I will meet with Ms. Luna and get an appropriate reset to make sure that this case is progressing.
I need a date. Have you researched this and seen how long they're?
Your Honor, I can do all of that today. I assure you, I am not trying to drag my feet on this case. So I will get all of that done before I leave today, whether it's at noon or at 1:30.
Not a problem, counsel. Thank you. I need a date to reset this to.
Would you like me to speak to Ms. Luna about a date right now? Or
I need a date right now. Consult your calendar.
Your Honor, I imagine it will be early January, Your Honor.
And you understand that that would be a plea, counsel.
I understand, Your Honor.
And this matter was set for a plea on the 10th of November.
Your Honor, I am available January 3rd, the 4th, the 6th, the 9th, the 10th.
I think you're going to need, because of the holidays, sir, because of the holidays,
Your Honor,
I'm,
the 16th, the 19th, the 23rd, 24th, 25th.
okay, tell you what, why don't we do this, counsel? Why don't you call over and you say you need to go to county court one?
Yes, Your Honor, I've got 3 cases in county court 1. I've got to go to 15 first, but I've got 3 in 1. I will check with Ms. Rocha and find out what they're thinking.
Their time frame is just. the
And
time frame.
I will report back to this courtroom.
That'll work. We'll go ahead and take care of that. at that
Your
time.
Honor, Mr.
Yes.
Peterson, may he be excused?
Yes.
I have good contact with him by telephone, so I will keep him apprised of the dates.
As long as you have all his contact information.
I do, Your Honor. I have his email. I have his phone number.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
That'll
Mr.
work.
Peterson, I believe the judge has excused you, and I will keep you posted, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be back as quickly as possible.
Thank you, sir. Attorney Gary Hilliard, I don't have any documents for Mr. Kano. Are we ready to proceed under plea on that matter?
We are not, Judge. I can have an update for the court when you're ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Alrighty, let's get on record on cause number 677-583, State of Texas versus Esquivel Cano. Parties approach and announce, and starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Gary Hillier for Mr. Kano.
Mr. Kano, would you please unmute and respond so the court may recognize you?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney. Okay, so we're here to go ahead and take a plea today. That's what this matter is set for. I have some documents in here that indicates that there may be some sort of an exhibit in this, but I don't have the plea paperwork, not that I see. So where are we with that state? Where's the plea paperwork? Where is it at?
Your Honor, as I understand, it's still in progress because looks like we have more information relating to the defendant's history. Not sure if defense attorney wants to elaborate on that, but it looks like we need to reevaluate the plea agreement and the terms, Your Honor.
So
Okay.
is with that, so is it with the attorney or is it with the defendant?
Oh, Your Honor, I'm not sure if our office has actually initiated that since it looks like we need to maybe reevaluate defendant's history and maybe determine a new agreement.
Judge,
Judge.
I'm sorry to interrupt. This is ADA Han. May I explain what's going on with Mr. Kano's case?
Announce for the record, we're on record, please.
ADA Han for the state.
Alrighty, proceed.
This is for cause number 677-583. Counsel, I believe defense counsel and the state were just recently informed that Mr. Kano may have a another charge that he has pleaded to. The state would like to confirm that, which will make the plea negotiations that we had for the current plea possibly just that our office cannot honor. And as such, I have requested from our investigator to confirm that that other case. It's not a thing that can be confirmed immediately because she does need to run the search for it and get certified judgments before we can move forward. So believe defense is in agreement and would also like for this to be reset to give the state time to confirm these allegations. And of course, this is not for delay. This is most certainly a thing that I just found out about yesterday.
State, So this was an out of county case that you're referring to?
Yes, Your Honor, out of county.
What county?
I believe it's Medina County, but I'm not sure.
That's correct.
Where is it?
Medina
Okay.
County?
All right. Defense?
Your Honor, I confirm everything Ms. Hahn has said. Mr. Kano had a case pending. We weren't aware that it had been resolved. And so in our discussions with the state, they need to review their offer. We were going to plea. This case is going to plea, Judge, but there's some information out there from Medina that the state wants to confirm. So I confirm everything Ms. Hahn just said.
Okay, and counsel, I take it you were not representing them, representing Mr. Kano in that out of county case?
No, Your Honor, just this one.
Okay. So you're mutually requesting a reset, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And counsel, we have the information for your client, email address and all that, right? To set in
Yes.
case setting form. Yes, we do. Alrighty, counsel, we'll see you guys on the 16th of December, 2022. You and your client are excused unless you have another matter, counsel.
I do, Judge. Mr. Kano, you can log off.
Alrighty, Mark Guerrero.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Counsel, we're here on a status update. Let us get on record on cause number 662-955 and 662-956. Let me pull those. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez with the state.
I'm Gary Hillier for Mr. Guerrero.
And Mr. Guerrero, would you please go ahead and unmute and announce so the court may recognize you?
Yes, Mark Escudero.
And let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with the his attorney. And all parties are via Zoom. Now, counsel, you know there is a 1622 report associated with your client.
Correct, Judge, I do.
Okay. And state you are aware of that as well.
Sure.
And counsel, you have copies of that 1622 made available to you via e-discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. I hope you guys will continue to take that into consideration with your negotiations, but we're here for a status, an update. I believe, counsel, on the 29th of November, you were here and just substituted counsel. You're about the fourth attorney on this case. Your law firm, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth, fourth. Your motion for substitute for counsel, substitution of counsel was granted, and we reset this matter for today for you to confer with the ADAs and provide the court an update on this matter. Defense, proceed.
Judge, I've conferred. I conferred last week, and then I logged on to the Zoom on Tuesday. Mr. Guerrero has felonies pending out the 175th. So if we can get a reset for that felony pending, Judge.
Are you representing him on the felonies?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have the felonies been indicted, and they are out of the same incident?
I believe they have, and I don't think they are, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, say again, sir?
They have. It has been indicted. It's not from the same incident, Judge. But we don't have all the discovery yet. I should hasten to add that, because obviously we only subbed in when you signed. We only subbed in last week, so we don't have everything yet, Judge. So I don't want to represent to the court something I don't want to mislead the court. I don't think they are, but we don't have everything yet.
But you have conferred with the felony and the misdemeanor, and is leaning towards maybe these cases will be taken care of with the felony?
I believe so, Judge.
Counsel, look for a date. You said they have been indicted. The felony has been indicted. Do you know the next date for the felony so we can set them together?
I do not, Your Honor. At this time, I don't. I can find out, I guess, but I don't know this time.
Would you go ahead and check, see if you can find out real quick so we can be able to? It's for your convenience and the convenience of your client. We would like to be able to do that, sir.
Yes, Judge. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right back, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, that's taking a little bit longer than expected. We're off record. We're going to suspend the record on this matter. And Attorney Fox, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sorry about my lateness. I had to escape from two other Zooms to get here when I did.
Not a problem. Your client, Jacob Rodriguez, did not answer the docket, sir.
Judge, I noticed that when I signed on and I immediately reached out to him. I don't know if you're familiar with this. I don't quite understand it, but I had texted him earlier about the sign-on information. And it's something with iPhones where it's a green thing versus a blue thing, and he never got that message. So I called him. He's at work. He is signed on now. He just didn't realize that.
Okay.
That it was set.
Jacob Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're in the vehicle, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am. I had to step aside because it was the only, kind of quiet place I can find.
You have two choices. Get out of the vehicle and find a quiet place to participate, or come on down to the courtroom, County Court at Law Number 2, located at 300 Dolorosa, San Antonio, Texas, 78205. We're on the first floor of the Cadena Justice Center. So if you're going to come down to court, you've got about maybe 30, 45 minutes to do so. If you are going to get out of the vehicle and find a quiet place, you've got about 5 minutes to do so, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I sure will.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel will be right with you as soon as your client gets situated.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Attorney Raymond Martinez. Okay. Abel Dominguez. Mr. Cadena?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Cadena, you need to, I believe that you were here with my instructions, sir. So I've corrected you on a couple of things.
No, I know, ma'am.
Right now, sir, I'm looking at revoking your ability to appear by Zoom and ordering you to come down to the courthouse. Is that something that I'm going to need to do right now, sir? Since
No,
you're not
ma'am,
able
it's
to
because
follow
I'm actually,
instructions?
I came to work, I'm sorry, and I was supposed to be excused earlier, but Miss Eco, my attorney, she's not available. But I'm about to go to a house. Is that okay? You give me about 10 minutes. I'll just go into a house and I'll stay there and I won't move at all.
All righty, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Attorney Hillier, you're back.
Sorry, Judge, I couldn't find a date, Judge. The last date was November the 7th. The court hasn't given us a new date. I would think that I think it was the 8th of February would work for us, Judge.
8th February, sir?
Please, Judge.
They're getting back on record on cause number 662-955 and 662-956. State of Texas versus Mark Stefan Guerrero. Counsel, you have come back. You needed to check as far as a date was concerned for the felony pending in what court, sir?
It's 175th, Judge.
Okay. Proceed, counsel.
Your Honor, I was looking for a date for Mr. Guerrero's next hearing in the 175th, and there isn't one yet, Judge. The last one was on November the 7th. There's not one updated in the system yet, so.
Oh, so, okay, counsel, and what are you suggesting to the court?
If we could get a reset, Judge, to the 2/8 or the 8th of February date would work for us, please.
Okay. State,
State agrees to that, Your Honor.
okay, state, what did you just say?
Oh, sorry, Judge, the state agrees to that reset, Your Honor.
Okay. Counsel, the court has the information for your client, email address, so the court has the information, counsel?
Yes, Judge, I believe so.
Okay, alrighty. All right, thank you. You are reset for felony pending in the 175th up to the 8th of February. Thank you so much. Counsel, do you have anything further in this court today, sir?
Nothing else, Judge.
Appreciate you coming and go ahead and giving the court an update on this matter. You and your client are excused. Have a great weekend.
Appreciate your honor. Likewise.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Take a Zoom tutorial. Attorney Fox, you ready to proceed? You and your client ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor, he's safely landed on a perch, so he's in a better position now.
Thank you, counsel. We're here. Let's see. 6, 7, 5. Okay. State, you pulled up cause number 675-120.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let us get on record on cause number 675-120. Court calls the matter sound. State of Texas versus Jacob Brian Rodriguez. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
John Fox for Jacob Rodriguez, Your Honor.
And we're here for, excuse me, Mr. Rodriguez, please unmute and respond so the court may recognize you.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session via Zoom with his attorney. So all parties are via Zoom. So State, are you ready to, we're here for trial announcement on record. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
State announces ready. Defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Well, yes, we are, Your Honor. However, I've conferred with with Ling Han and Martinez, and we've worked out a plea on this. I've spoken with her about it, and I've also conferred with Ms. Luna, the coordinator, about potential dates. Judge, I have a medical procedure that I have to go to tomorrow, and depending on the outcome of that, my schedule may get a little weird in the next couple of weeks. So I'm asking for a plea date of January 13 is, I think, the safe date.
Counsel, that is outside the 2 to 3 weeks. First of all, have you done a jury trial waiver on this matter?
I believe that would have been submitted at after our last setting, Judge. It should have been.
Oh, let me double check.
If not, I can certainly submit that to you. I believe I emailed it after our last setting.
Counsel, a quick perusal of the court file does not reveal a jury waiver in this case, because this is the announcement, and we're going to do the plea. And counsel, would you like to see as far as being able to determine the outcome and report to the court on Monday?
The procedure tomorrow, Judge. However, the follow-up deal is not till the 20th of December, so I won't know the results until then.
Understood. Did you say the 13th, sir?
January 13th, yes, Your Honor.
Sir, when are you going to file the plea, the jury waiver?
I'll do the jury waiver, Your Honor, as soon as I sign off with you.
Okay.
And I'll do that, I guess, via e-file would be the best.
Okay, counsel, does the state, have you emailed the state the email address for the defendant? So they can start on the plea paperwork?
No, we just kind of came to an agreement late yesterday that I will send that. I can send it to Ms. Martinez or Mr. Hernandez, whichever they prefer.
Email, please, to the court as well as to the state.
Okay, so you want me to email defendant email address to the court and the state? Yes, sir.
All righty, so we can get a case reset form unless you guys want to come in and sign for it.
I'm sorry, Judge, you broke up at the very beginning of the sentence.
I said we need to go ahead and get a case reset form out to you unless you guys want to come in and sign for it.
No, that's fine. If you want to send it to me, that's perfect.
All righty. Okay, counsel, you are reset for plea on the 13th of January, and I wish you the best outcome on the matters that you've discussed. And not a fun thing to do around Christmas, but please have happy holidays otherwise.
Judge, I very much appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
You and your client are excused.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Deputy, would you go ahead and mute the TV for me, please? Attorney Cruz?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'm here on John Yelverton, and there is a dismissal that has been submitted.
Okay. All righty, let's take a look at that one. Good morning, Attorney Echo. How are you? Give me 2 seconds here. I'm working. Give me 2 seconds. Thanks. Getting on record on cause number 625513, State of Texas versus John Keith Yelverton. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state. And counsel, you know that this is a trial announcement. Your client did not show up. Did not.
Yes,
Let me
Your
know
Honor.
when he gets, oh, you know what? So let me know when he gets here, okay? Because we're set for a trial announcement today.
He
So
will
let me
not-
know when he gets here.
I'm sorry, Your
Needs to
Honor.
jump on Zoom, sir, ma'am.
He will not be arriving, Your Honor, or logging on. He's in a rehab in Florida, and he will not be logging on.
He's in a rehab in Florida.
Yes, Your Honor, we are unable to reach him, but his family has advised us that he is in a rehab in Florida.
Okay, let me see here. Counsel, was that provided to pretrial or anything of that nature?
No, Your Honor, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Alrighty, if you will go ahead and get something for the court.
Yes, Your Honor, I will try my
Appreciate
best.
Okay. If you'd be kind enough to file something with the court, that'd be great.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
I will do my best to get some kind of verification. Until then, may I be excused on this matter?
Yes, counsel, when will we be able to go ahead and do that?
I have no idea, Your Honor. I have no contact with him.
But you just stated that you have contact with the family.
Yes,
And that's what, so let's go ahead and get something. Let me go ahead and give you till Tuesday, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, you can go ahead and e-file that documentation. So the state will have a copy of that documentation that you have regarding the status of this defendant. And then they can resubmit the motion to dismiss. Okay? So the state will be able to have that. So I'll reset this. I'll go ahead and get your reset for Tuesday, the 13th.
Your Honor,
And if there's some impediments, please advise the court, okay?
yes, Your Honor. I will try my best, but I will be very candid in the fact that I don't think I will be able to get any documentation, but I will try.
Okay. You going and representing to the court that you have been informed by a party that this person is located somewhere in Florida, and the state counsel, the client did not appear for a trial announcement, which is set. I need documentation if you wish for me to be able to go ahead and consider that. Okay?
Understood, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Please let the court know what impediments and the due diligence exercising and impediments. And pretrial also needs to be aware of his location. Okay?
Thank you. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, counsel.
Yeah, first.
Yes.
I have two clients. on
Oh,
the
hang
docket.
on.
Judge, I have two clients on the docket this morning. Ricardo Cadena is the first one. And I can tell you what number he is on the docket.
Oh, here you go.
Okay.
I think 13 and
13, yes, he is 13, Judge. You're right. He is 13. We have
go ahead.
We have worked out a plea bargain for that case, Judge. And I got a plea date from your coordinator for January the 18th.
All right, let's get on record. Both of them are set for trial, jury trial. Trial announcement.
I
today.
thought Mr. Cadena was pretrial.
Oh.
Oh, it says TRL.
Also, and then here, there's a referral to DWI 4. What's the status on the, do you know the status? Because he was referred to DWI court
Judge,
on 21 September.
if I haven't heard anything from DWI court, but if my client is supposed to fill out some sort of application,
They're supposed to contact him and then he's supposed to cooperate.
okay, so as far as I can remember, Judge, I haven't heard anything from DWI court, but I wasn't exactly sure of the process either, Judge. It's County Court 12, correct? County Court 12? is
Yes,
DWI
mental
court.
health. DWI is 1. I've just gone ahead and sent a text to the manager there to see if they can get me the manager
Okay.
of that DWI court to see if they can give an update. So we can proceed to your next client. Well, we'll see if I can get a
Okay.
response.
My, Are you ready for my announcement on the next client, Judge? Is number 14 on your docket, Judge Christopher Lopez?
Yes. Okay. State, go ahead and pull up cause number 681-303.
Your Honor, sure, Judge.
And that person is checked in as well. Okay. Let's get on record on cause number 681-303, State of Texas versus Christopher Denix Lopez. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Joanne Akel for Mr. Lopez.
Mr. Lopez, would you please unmute and so the court may recognize you?
I'm here, Ms. Honor.
Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney. His attorney is in person in court while the defendant is on Zoom as well as the state. We're here for a trial announcement on record. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
State is announcing ready. Defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Judge, my client has signed the contract for pretrial diversion. He's in the pretrial diversion program.
I should have. When did he sign it? Do you recall?
He signed it earlier this week, Judge.
Earlier this week? Okay.
Yes. I think we sent it over there yesterday.
Sent it back to pre-trial?
Yes, to Ms. Chavez, yes.
Okay. All right, state, it takes a few days for you to get the information in order to, or do they submit the dismissal once they clear it? The pretrial diversion section unit. How does that? They submit the dismissal, right, state?
Oh, that sounds right, Judge. I think it's what I've seen. I don't remember submitting a dismissal when it goes to pretrial diversion. So I
Say
think it's a
again?
process. Your Honor, I think it's a process. I don't remember my office submitting a pretrial diversion dismissal, or at least not me. You know, from what I understand, it's someone else that submits that.
I think, Judge, the state first has to sign the contract, then they submit the dismissal.
Okay,
They may not have the contract for signing yet.
okay. Okay, but it got it, okay. Counsel, I will note here that dismissal is to come pending. Right, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
May Mr. Lopez be excused? from
Yes,
the
counsel.
judge?
Okay. So, and Kadena, let's just see what's happening with that. If you wish to just go ahead and come back, or what do you want to do?
He's on the Zoom. He'd like to go back to work if he could, Judge. I don't know. Do we know how soon they'll respond?
No, I'm
No
telling, I'm
telling.
waiting.
Um,
Okay.
I don't know what would the court like to do.
Do you want to ask your client, has he gone for a screening? Has he been scheduled?
I
I mean,
can,
'cause, yeah.
I can text him and ask him that.
Absolutely. Mm. Anyone else? Attorney Acevedo.
Good morning, Judge. I'm
Good
here
morning,
on,
sir.
I'm here on Claudia Barros, which I believe is number 15 on your docket.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Let's go ahead and get that one.
I conferred with Ms. Hahn yesterday. I wanted to see if I could get a final pretrial conference in January or February sometime to double check our discovery issues.
Judge, may I come back? I'll come back. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. All right, counsel, give me 2 seconds. Oh, sorry. Hey, can you pull clause number 681-396?
Yes, I have it, Your Honor.
Let us get on record on clause number 681-396. The court calls the matter styled State of Texas versus Claudia Maribel Barros. Attorneys and attorneys only, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
And Ernest Acevedo for Claudia Barros.
We're here for pretrial conference hearing today, the 8th of December, 2022. State, proceed.
Mr. Honor, this case involves the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. As I understand, the state has not conveyed a plea offer at this time.
Counsel, do you acknowledge that the state has not conveyed your plea offer in writing?
That is correct, Judge.
State, what is the holdup?
Your Honor, I think we're still conferring actually, so I think that's all. But other than that, I see no reason to work towards a plea agreement, Your Honor.
Counsel, how are we going to dispose of this matter?
Judge, this case was, it was just filed in October, so that's why I was trying to confirm that we have all the discovery. And so if I could get one pretrial conference in either January or February to make sure everything's been uploaded, that would be good. And I think that would be the appropriate time to exchange an offer.
Counsel, this is March 22nd. This was a 2022 case that filed in, the offense date is March. We were here
it's my understanding the case did not actually get filed until just a little less than 2 months ago, Judge. October 13th, I think, is when the court got the file. So this is one where they had never filed it. And so it just got done in the last 50 days or so. And so that's why I'm trying to make sure that we have all the discovery. I think it's the first time we've been set since it got filed. So I do need time to review the discovery since it's been filed recently. So I am asking for a pretrial conference in January or February, please.
Well, sir, actually, on the 21st of April, we were here with your client was here. We reset it for a pretrial conference hearing on the 15th of September, 2022. It was a blood case, and then blood case, and you reset today to give it the opportunity to be filed and for you to be able to tell the court how this matter is going to be disposed of. So please proceed.
Yeah, Jay, we were here. There was no file. The case was not filed until October. So there was nothing for me to look at yet, Judge. And so at this point, since the case is so newly filed, I'm not sure that I have everything. It's a Bexar County Sheriff's case. It does not get uploaded the same way as SAPD cases. And so I did confer yesterday with Ms. Hahn, and we are trying to work together to make sure that all the discovery has been put together correctly. And so I'm just asking for a pretrial conference so that we can sign a correct e-discovery disclosure. I just don't want to do anything until I'm sure that everything's been filed properly, Judge.
Well, counsel, the thing about it, no one is asking for you to go ahead and plea at this time. I don't have a problem with you taking up a trial slot as long as you know you can go ahead and plea at any time.
Well, I mean, I'm asking for a pretrial conference so I can confer with the prosecutors knowing that I've received discovery. So can I get a pretrial conference setting on this case, please?
Counsel, the matter has been set 3 times already for, this matter has been set already 3 times. You had a setting on the 21st of April, one in September for pretrial conference at that time, and here we are today. We need to go ahead and set this matter for disposition, please. How would you like to get it disposed of?
If you, Judge, if you can give me any setting in January or February, that's fine. I said those pretrial settings, the case wasn't filed. There was nothing for me to look at yet. So I don't think those should be counted against me because there was no case filed. But whatever the court would like to do, if you could just give me a setting in January or February, that'll be fine for whatever you think you need to set it for.
Whatever, what you're setting it for, counsel, please.
I asked for a pretrial conference in January or February because I want to make sure I have all the information from the state because the case only got filed 50 days ago. And so those settings that we had for several months, there was no file, Judge. There was nothing for me to look at. It was just reset. So you're asking me what I'd like to set it for, a pretrial conference. If you can't set it for a pretrial conference, then set it for anything else that you would like. That'll be fine.
Counsel, this matter was, you've had this matter now and I'm sure you have your e-discovery, counsel?
That's what I'm trying to confirm. I have e-discovery. I just don't know if that's everything in the file because it's a Bexar County case and I haven't had a chance to really confer with the prosecutors outside of yesterday, and we're trying to make sure that we're both on the same page. That's why the pretrial conference.
That's not a problem, counsel. I'll give you an opportunity to confer with the ADAs at this time. We'll suspend this record so that you can. We have conferred. Okay.
Yes, conferred yesterday.
Then you need to go ahead and confer some more. So I'll go ahead and give you the
I don't need to confer anymore, Judge. I just need the case reset.
Counsel, you're saying that I need for you to go ahead and tell me what we're going to reset it for.
I asked for a pretrial conference in January or February. Can the court do that for me?
Counsel, is it for you to go ahead and plead this case? How are you going to dispose of this matter? I
don't know yet, Judge. I haven't seen all the discovery. I'm not sure it's all correct at this point. So I'd like a pretrial conference so that I can assess all the information.
All right, sir.
So I'm just asking for a reset, Judge.
Okay. Alrighty, you'd like to come back on Tuesday, sir?
No, Judge, I do not want to come back on Tuesday. I'd like to be set in January or February, please.
Counsel, you can come back next week, or you can go ahead and confer with the state. You've had the discovery since the 13th or so?
Since the 13th of what?
Well, the case
How about
was
a trial
filed on the
setting?
13th
You
of
just set me
October.
for trial next year, Judge, or something. I really don't want to come back next week. I have a calendar. I got commitments. So I really would like to be reset into next year, please.
Okay, so now you wish to be set for trial?
I don't. I want to have a pretrial conference in January or February. That's what I would like. If you're going to give me a pretrial, you're asking me what I would like, that's what I would like. If you could set it for a pretrial conference, I would greatly appreciate it. If you can't set it for a pretrial conference, set it for a motion or trial or whatever else the court is willing to set it for. But a pretrial conference is my request.
Okay, counsel, I understand you've had that. That has been set. You've had that opportunity. That's what we're here for today, sir. For that pretrial conference hearing that you're requesting. We're here today for it. Please proceed. How are we going to dispose of this matter?
I would like the case reset.
How is it going to
reset
be
into
disposed
January
of?
or February, please?
For what disposition, sir?
Well, I would like a pretrial conference because the case has only been filed for a few weeks. If you're not willing to set it for a pretrial conference, set it for whatever you're willing to set it for next year, please.
Counsel, if you need a little bit more time to go through your e-discovery, I don't have a problem resetting you for next week.
Judge, I'm not available next week.
So
Anyway.
I'll give you some time, sir. You've had it since this was filed on the 13th of October, 2022.
That's correct. It's been filed for about 7 weeks now, Judge. That's not very much time to get all the discovery put together. Like I said, it took the state approximately 6 months to file the case. That's where we're at now. If I could just get the case set into next year, everything will be fine.
Counsel, I need a disposition. So when you're ready to give me that
I
disposition,
am
you
ready,
need to
Judge.
come back this
What
afternoon.
do you want me to? I can't come back this afternoon, Judge. I have commitments this afternoon. I'm just trying to get the case reset. Can you reset me into January for trial? So whatever you need to do, that's fine. I just want the case reset, please. I don't understand what
You
we're,
wish to go ahead and set this matter for trial.
if that's what it takes to get the case reset, yes.
Sir, look at your calendar for a trial setting. When would you like it? Trial announcements on Thursdays and trial on Mondays. Please consult your calendar.
I have it right here, Judge. Thursday, February 16th would be perfect.
Okay. That is for trial announcement. Call docket, February. You sure that's sufficient time, counsel, or you need more time?
That is fine, Judge. Please set me for
All right.
February 16th.
And trial date? Counsel?
What days of the week are you setting those on?
Monday.
All right, so after the 16th, February 27th is a Monday.
It would be the Monday following because the trial announcement is then.
Okay, February the 20th, which it's actually a courthouse holiday, February the 20th.
Right. So you wish to go the next week, the 23rd and the 27th? Is that what you were looking at?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay. Will an state is any objections to those dates?
No, Your Honor.
Counsel, will your client need an interpreter?
No,
Regarding witnesses, will the defense rely on the state's file and police reports, file a motion, or have the witnesses read on record at this time?
I have been provided a written copy of the state's witness list, Judge, so I am relying on their written motion that they have filed and delivered to my office.
And that was filed when?
It was filed October 26th of 2022. So I do have a current state's list of witnesses filed by the prosecutors from County Court 2.
Okay. And defense state you're confirming that you filed that motion on the 26th. And do you reserve your right to supplement state?
Oh, no, Your Honor.
All motions and or pretrial requests will be in writing. State, have you filed any motions other than the state's or the state's notice of witness list?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Defense, have you filed any motions or requests in this case? Defense, you're muted.
Sorry about that. I have filed some pretrial motions. If any more need to be filed, I will file them as well.
Court notes that you have, along with a formal request for compliance with Article 39.14 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. That's what you have filed?
That is correct.
Anything that needs to be set for a hearing at this time, sir?
No.
Any discovery issues or concerns, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Not at this time.
Defense, you want me to note here that you're still reviewing the discovery issue? Or do you have any discovery issues or concerns?
I am still reviewing discovery, Judge. If I feel I'm missing something, I will contact the County Court 2 prosecutor. But I am still reviewing discovery.
So defense, again, you've received the e-discovery, correct, sir?
That is correct. Everything on e-discovery, I do have access to.
Okay, and you have received the information?
I don't think I have a copy of the information, if that's what you're asking. No, I don't think I have a copy of it.
All right, counsel, you know that that is available through the clerk and it is available in the court file.
That is correct.
The court admonishes parties to ensure that to exercise due diligence to ensure that discovery does not impede the execution of trial on the set date of 27 February 2023. And the defense to exercise due diligence to notify defendant of the next court date. The next court date for this defendant, barring any motions that may be set for a hearing, would be the 23rd of February 2023 for a trial announcement called docket, which the defendant must be present. If this defendant does decide to accept the state's offer once proffered or was once tendered, then the defense must tender a jury waiver immediately and set this matter for plea within 2 to 3 weeks. States, do you acknowledge the court's admonishments and order?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, do you acknowledge the court's admonishments and order?
Yes.
Defense, does the court have the defendant's email address?
I believe so, Judge. Before the case was filed, we wrote that on the setting, so I believe the court has those.
Okay, could you please go ahead and still, just out of abundance of precaution, never mind, we have a case setting form. It shouldn't have changed.
cmfuentes10@yahoo.com.
Thank you, counsel. State, anything further on this matter?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Nothing further.
Subject to your objections, court understands that this matter will be cause number 681396, State of Texas versus Claudia Maribel Barros. This matter will be resolved by trial on the 27th of February 2023 with a trial announcement on the 23rd of February 2023, in which the defendant must be present. The state has no objections to these dates. No interpreter is needed for this defendant. The defense will rely on the state's file and police reports, and the state has filed a state's witness list, and defense acknowledges receipt of the witness list, state's witness list filed on the 26th of October 2022. The state does not reserve its right to supplement. This is a Bexar County Sheriff's Office is the arresting agency in this case. All motions and pretrial requests will be in writing. The state has filed the witness list as mentioned, and defense has filed a 39.14 request and does not wish to set it for trial, a hearing at this time. Regarding the discovery and the state, neither the state nor the defense have any discovery issues or concerns. The defense does have their e-discovery, not sure as far as the information, but knows that it is available via the clerk, and it is actually in the court file. Counsel, do you waive arraignment on behalf of this defendant at this time with the information that you have had? You do have?
Yes, we will waive arraignment.
The defense waives arraignment on behalf of this defendant. No, and the defense is still reviewing the e-discovery. No offer has been conveyed in writing to the defense. Defense confirms this still in conferring with the state. Both the defense and the state acknowledge the court's admonishments and order, and defense reconfirmed the defendant's email address. State that we have on record already. State, any objections to the court's recitation? Defense, any objections?
No objections.
Counsel, thank you so much for your time and energy. Did you have anything else in this court?
No, Judge.
Thank you very much. You have yourself a happy holidays. You're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Attorney Abel Dominguez?
Yes, Judge. Good morning. How you doing?
Good. I believe two of your clients are here in person, I believe. So let me double check. Counsel, you're here for Araceli Moreland?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, I believe Araceli Moreland? Araceli Moreland? She's here in person in the courtroom.
Okay.
And then you're also here for Sherwin Edwards. Sherwin Edwards. Okay, he's also here in the courtroom.
Okay, Judge. And I do have one more on the docket, a Jorge Ramirez.
Okay, let me, yeah, okay, good. Council, all of them are set for trial announcement, so we'll go ahead and go in order. State, if you will pull up the next three cases, 673-047.
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
674-224.
Yes, I have
State,
it, Judge. Yes, Judge. I have it.
you have that one, and 674-794.
Oh, yes, I have it, Judge.
Jorge Abraham Ramirez. Stand up. Okay. Counsel, that third defendant is also in the courtroom in person, sir. He did arrive late and will be so admonished.
Okay, Judge.
Hey, let us get on record. Counsel, you ready to proceed in all three cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let us get on record on cause number 673-047, State of Texas versus Araceli Carmen Moreland. Parties, please approach and identify who is here. Who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Abel Dominguez for defense.
Are you Araceli Carmen Moreland? Let the record reflect that the defendant is in here as present in the courtroom with her attorney. We're here for trial announcements on record. State, are you ready to go ahead, proceed to trial on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
State announces ready. Defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
No, Your Honor. On this case, just a couple days ago, the state tendered a conditional dismissal offer. So I would like to accept the not ready. That way I can talk with my client, and I'm sure she'd be more than willing to take that offer.
We'll go ahead and suspend this record at this time, so defendant can go ahead and talk with her attorney. Deputy, if you'll go ahead and set her up in the back there on the computer back there, so we can get her on Zoom. I think it's already set up, right? Okay, so we just need to set her back there and then we'll get her taken care of in a minute. State, excuse me, defense, are you ready to proceed on cause number 674-224? That's with Sherwin Edwards.
On that one, Your Honor, no, the defense is gonna take a not ready on that one as well.
Have you, great, but for the same reason, or do you need to confer with your client?
I would like to confer with my client, but regardless, I'd like to take a not ready on it. If the court would like for me to file a motion, I can get that done as soon as we are finished with today's hearing.
That's not a problem. And with regard to Ramirez?
Same thing as well, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. So we'll see you back at 1:30. Counsel, give you an
Okay,
opportunity to go ahead and confer with your clients.
Okay, confer with all of them or just with Moreland, Your Honor?
Well, you say you also need to talk to Sherwin Edwards, right?
Well, yes, Your Honor, but that's why I'm gonna take a not ready. That way I have time to do it. I have a,
And then those motions should have been filed already, counsel, so we'll go ahead and let you do that, and we'll come back at 1:30 and continue the conversation, counsel. Thank you. John Gomez, we're off record. Well, let's go ahead and put you in with with Moreland. Go ahead and move. And she's in the back room. Okay. You can sit down. You guys can get a hold of your attorney. He'll, as soon as he's done, put you in there with your attorney so you guys can talk to him. Attorney Gomez, you're here for?
For the law office of Sean Brown, my client is Jeffrey Ramirez, Your Honor. He's number 11 on the docket. I believe it's the first one on page 2.
Okay.
I just need it reset to next Tuesday for plea.
What number did you say in the docket, sir?
I believe he's number 11, Your Honor. Jeffrey Ramirez.
Yeah, hang on 2 seconds. What are we doing with this?
I'm asking for a reset to next Tuesday, the 13th for plea, Your Honor.
Okay, the felonies have been taken care of?
There is a plea agreement on the felonies as well, Your Honor. That will be
Okay.
taken care of at our next felony date.
Gotcha, counsel, okay. Counsel, has the, does the state and the court have the email address for the defendant?
The state does, Your Honor.
Okay. Mhm. Let's go ahead and get it to the court.
You want my client's email? Do you need me to email it to somebody?
Yes, yeah, can go ahead and mail it to the clerks. Do you have that email address?
Is it, let me double check. I believe it would be on our,
Oh, go ahead and, counsel, go ahead and chat it.
oh, chat it? Okay.
Yeah, you may go ahead and do that.
Who should I chat it to, Your Honor?
Go ahead and chat it to me.
I just sent it.
Okay. Sir, and you wanted the 13th of December, correct? Tuesday, the
Correct, Your
13th.
Honor. Next
All right.
Tuesday.
Mhm. State, the paperwork rate is ready or will be ready by then?
Yes, Your Honor, I think we already sent it out for signature.
Okay.
They did, Your Honor, and actually, I guess while I have them here, I'm having an issue because it's not letting me get past the personal data sheet section. It's asking me to,
Okay, I'll let you go ahead and get in with the state on that, and maybe they need to send you something different. They may need to send that to you separately, okay?
thank you.
But we'll go ahead and get that email reset form out to you and your client, counsel. Would you go ahead and check your email address also directly so that we can make sure we got that?
Just sent it over.
Awesome. Okay, I think we're on record. Counsel, thank you so much. Let me put you in a breakout room with the state at this time so they can ADA on.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Deputy, Mr. Sherman, Mr. Edwards needs to go in and talk with his attorney. Counsel, you can go ahead and rejoin that breakout room you were in.
All right, thank you. Your Honor.
Attorney Dominguez?
Back here?
Yes,
Lady back there also.
she's out.
She's out now?
Sorry, Your Honor, did you say we're free till 1:30? Well, I misunderstood.
Let us do 2 o'clock.
All right, Your Honor. I'll be back at 2 o'clock.
And that me too, Judge?
Yes, Mr. Cadena, you could be back at 2 o'clock.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Alrighty, and Mr.
Your Honor,
Okay.
I was able to figure out the issue with the DocuSign. So it has been signed on my end. It is now in the hands of my client, and I will go through it with him to make sure he fills out the data sheet in its entirety.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
You have a great weekend, Your Honor. I'll see you on Tuesday.